was the work of the Baron and Baroness. It turned out that these people had something to offer besides the estate. Since the moment of his birth, he had been lucky, and now, thanks to the new generation, many will either cry or laugh. The hero threw the shovel over his shoulder and watched the progress of construction together with the knight. Xavier raised his head and assumed that such a large storage facility would be needed to store coal. The young man agreed, because endless streams of coal awaited them. He smiled and thought that, thanks to the construction fee, he was able to pay off more than half of their debt. And he also had water checks from their neighbor waiting for him. Lloyd grinned crookedly and was glad that he was close to a carefree life. The swordsman glanced sideways at his grin. The guy did not express emotions, but he thought that this facial expression, which he saw from time to time, irritated him and awakened the desire to hit the master. The doom sounded. The interlocutors turned around, and the brown-haired man asked where the sound was coming from. Xavier replied that he had never heard it before, but the trumpet usually announced the arrival of an imperial envoy. A man on horseback, surrounded by knights and servants, was approaching them. The hero raised an eyebrow, not understanding where an imperial envoy could come from. A red carpet was laid out on the ground, and the guest elegantly jumped down from his horse onto it. He tossed the scroll with an elegant gesture and, catching it with one hand, unrolled it. The pages applauded him with admiration. The Baron's family knelt, and Lloyd mentally asked to get to the point. He clenched his teeth and realized that he was about to die from this strange feeling. The guest looked at the scroll and read that, since ancient times, great kings did something there for the sake of peace and comfort of the aristocracy and other citizens. The young man frowned and assumed that it was Cremo. In the background, the envoy muttered his speech. The man solemnly declared that, inspired by such thoughts, Her Majesty said, the two brave heroes who defeated the Mega-Titan must personally appear before her and be rewarded for their achievements. Notification: the Baron's interest has increased by 9 points. You have been awarded 90 RP. Arcus held back tears and said that he was so proud of his son. The brown-haired man clenched his teeth and thought that he was grateful for the points, but this was a